Greetings, Dungeon Delvers and fellow DMs, and welcome back to the DM's Den. We're continuing on our series of explaining the D&D attributes more in depth, as well as the skills associated with them. Since we just did strength, now we're on to dexterity. Your dexterity measures your agility, balance, and reflexes, and as such is best represented through acrobatics, stealth, and sleight of hand. It also influences your initiative, your armor class, and your ability to use finesse and ranged weapons. So let's work backwards. In combat, usually when you're in melee range, you're using your strength modifier to wield with a lot of force and add the strength modifier to the attack bonus and the damage. With a finesse weapon, even in melee range, you can choose to use your dex modifier instead. It just fills the same roles. You add your dex modifier to your attack bonus and your damage. Also, dexterity, due to its need for quick precision, agile fingers, is the go-to stat for ranged weapons. Instead of adding, say, your strength for melee, for a ranged weapon, you always add your dexterity modifier to the attack bonus and the damage. Also, your dexterity modifier influences your initiative. Say you have a dex score of 16. Your modifier is +3. You roll your initiative on your d20, and you add +3 to that roll. So I rolled 13, I add 3 to it, I get a 16. That's my initiative score. Very, very helpful. And of course that omits other feats that give you +5 to your initiative later. We're not talking about those. It's just base stats right now. Base attributes. The other thing it influences in combat is your AC. Some armors don't allow you to add your dex modifier to anything, and that's just because the armor is heavy enough that it doesn't matter how quick you are underneath all that plating. The number you get is the number you get. But some allow you to add your full dex modifier, some allow you to add some of your dex modifier to a maximum of 2, and then others don't let you add anything. It's important to pay attention to those. But if you can add just a little bit more because of your dex modifier, it's really helpful. Even if you can't add all of it, it's still really helpful. And it already helps you in all these other areas that it's not a big deal. Back to those skills. So, your acrobatics is that duck and tumble sort of way of getting around. If you want to, I navigate the marketplace and I jump over stuff and I jump through a window. That's an acrobatics check. I want to leap off this wall onto this wall and then land on this guy's head so I can stab him in the face. That's an acrobatics check. I need to jump through, like cartwheel my way over these or through these threatened squares in order to get to my allies over there, even though there's a troll in front of me. That's an acrobatics check. Okay? It's your ability to kind of move through things in a more nimble way rather than just brute force as opposed to athletics. Stealth is your ability to jump into the shadows, and it requires quick reflexes, very agile body, and of course balance. You have to stay hidden, and that takes a lot of quick movement. Your sleight of hand is your ability to perform small, deft movements without anyone noticing. Again, agility, balance, reflexes. You got to make sure that nobody sees you casting that spell during the poker game. Okay? Well, those are the major ones. A DM might also ask you to use your dexterity in order to keep your balance on icy terrain. Hold on tight if someone rocks your boat. Keep your balance while running across rooftops and in a sleet storm. You know, those kinds of things. Other ones I've seen used are when people have to make really tight turns or difficult maneuvers using vehicles, because that's not really brute force. You kind of have to have some extra skill in order to make that happen. So I sometimes used it for that. Being able to dodge out of the way of stuff. That's a dexterity saving throw, of course. We know that. That's reflexes. When people get tied up, they might need to wriggle free. That ends up being dexterity rather than just breaking the bonds with your strength. There's a little bit more finesse to all of that. Lock picking, disarming traps, those are all members of the dexterity pool. sneaking around, trying not to hit pressure plates when you know the room has been trapped or bugged. All these things are part of dexterity, your ability to be swift of foot and swift of mind. So anyway, I hope that was very, very helpful. Up next is Constitution, and you can find that right here if you want to skip right ahead. If not, thanks a lot for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. May your swords be sharp, your magic be potent, and your gaming be hilariously fun. But thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you later.